Discover the mysteries buried behind the walls of Beret Manor, where the gloomy fog conceals terrible secrets just waiting to be disclosed. The psychotic occupants will stop at nothing to safeguard their distorted world, making your task even more dangerous. To defend yourself from the horrific monsters lurking in the shadows, arm yourself with your trusty Aito cane and Waltham A9 hand cannon. Prepare for a voyage that will test the bounds of your sanity as you go further into the fog-shrouded mansion. The truth awaits, but at what cost will it be disclosed? Shakedown Hawaii is a 16-bit open-world game in which players create a legitimate corporate empire by performing tasks, purchasing companies, undercutting competitors, changing land use, and extorting money from stores. Players can explore the island by foot, car, or boat, meeting arcade challenges, side objectives, businesses, houses, people, and hidden mysteries. As an old CEO, the game requires players to handle the complexity of modern life, which has resulted in the demise of retail outlets, taxi services, and video rental companies. Retro City Rampage is an 8-bit criminal game set in 1989 that provides players with an exciting experience with over 60 story missions, 40 arcade challenges, a large array of weapons, power-ups, cars, character customization, and over 2.5 hours of chiptune music. The game pays tribute to popular culture with a story mode, arcade challenges, and a busy city atmosphere complete with stores, minigames, and treasures. The ROM City Rampage prototype version is an exact replica of 8-bit hardware, and players may experience official crossovers and minigames.
That came out of nowhere, and now...
The Outer Worlds is a player-driven tale RPG in which the player's character is the unplanned variable in the Halcyon colony's business equation. The game allows players to choose their approach to the plot, which influences character development, companion storylines, and endgame events. Players can have weaknesses, and flaws are an important part of building fascinating heroes. They can also lead companions with special powers, each with their own goal and principles. The game takes players through Halcyon, a corporate-owned and run colony, where they may explore villages, space stations, and other interesting areas. Mark of the Ninja Remastered is an exciting game that puts players' quiet, nimble, and cunning talents to the test in a world full of gorgeous vistas and smooth graphics. Players may now play the game on the move, as well as access to additional special edition features. A complete stealth experience, special edition DLC, upgraded graphics, full 5.1 surround sound, and a new Game Plus mode are among the highlights. To complete the game without killing anybody or erasing all barriers, players must choose between killing or eradicating obstacles. Loddlenaut is an underwater adventure game in which players go on an ocean cleaning job on an extraterrestrial planet. They are an intergalactic custodian entrusted with removing the pollution left by a space corporation. The game contains a wide, open-world setting with aquatic organisms known as loddles that change dependent on their nutrition. Players utilize bubble cannons to remove rubbish and acquire ingenious technologies to combat ocean pollution. The waste gathered is recycled into useful objects and upgrades. Don't Starve Nintendo Switch Edition is a masterclass in survival gaming. Its charmingly macabre art style and eerie soundtrack pull you into a beautifully unforgiving wilderness. Every decision feels impactful crafting, exploring, even eating. The permadeath mechanic adds a thrilling layer of tension that keeps you alert. Whether you're dodging shadowy beasts or scrambling for food before nightfall, it's a rewarding test of strategy and nerve. It's immersive, challenging, and delightfully weird, perfect for players who love a cerebral, roguelike experience with personality. Griftlands is a roguelike deck-building game in which players battle and negotiate their way through a broken-down sci-fi planet. Players can take on the roles of Sal, Rook, or Smith, each having their own distinct character campaigns and decks. Each character's tale takes place in a distinct setting, with many groups and locations to discover. The game includes boss battles, team building, and mastering hundreds of cards. Players must make cautious decisions, since sparing adversaries may enrage their allies. Havaria's world is harsh, with gorgeous scenery and people that wish to murder you. Sumire is an indie narrative adventure set in a Japanese hamlet where a disillusioned girl, Sumire, meets a mischievous ghost that grants her the opportunity to fulfill her innermost yearning. To make this fantasy a reality, Sumire must complete a number of activities before the sun sets. The voyage is loaded with both large and intimate missions given by woodland creatures, quirky locals, and Sumire's true aspirations. As the day progresses, Sumire must decide whether to accept or decline challenges, as her choices will define her trip and possibilities may slip away.
Until we inevitably return to the water.
The Falconeer Warrior Edition is a beautiful aerial combat experience that feels expansive and deep. Soaring over an oceanic globe on the back of a mighty warbird is fascinating, with smooth flight mechanics and intense dogfights. The game's distinct graphic design, changing weather, and evocative soundtrack make it a genuinely atmospheric trip. RPG features offer depth, allowing you to enhance your bird and battle several groups. While the fighting might be challenging at times, mastering it is extremely rewarding, a must-play for fans of aerial action and detailed world-building.
The ocean, our stage, its waves set in.
Penny's Big Breakaway is a 3D platformer game featuring Penny and Yo-Yo, a street performer with lofty goals. Key elements include food power-ups for Yo-Yo, temporary boosts, and avoiding Eddie the Emperor's penguin army. The game has several modes, including story mode, time attack mode, and in-course stage, where players may show off their skills and earn cash for additional goodies, hidden levels, and unlocking material. The game is set in the bright world of Macaroon, where players can discover hidden skills. The Long Dark is a one-of-a-kind video game set in a post-apocalyptic icy wasteland, where players must negotiate difficult terrain and rely on their survival abilities. There are no objectives or tasks in the game, which promotes autonomous thinking and decision-making. Players must manage their resources and energy, making decisions that have repercussions. The dynamic weather system in the game adds to the difficulty, with blizzards and cold temperatures turning seemingly safe rides into battles for survival. Over 100 survival equipment are offered, including hunting guns, fishing gear, winter clothes, and snowshoes. Goblin Sword is a retro-inspired action platformer that takes gamers back to the heyday of gaming. The game sends players on an epic mission to protect their community from an evil wizard's army of monsters. With 89 levels to complete, players may select from 30 different weapons and 30 strong relics. Goblin Sword also provides customization choices, including 14 various outfits and 8 faithful guardians to assist. The game also includes 5 secret, hard levels for the most advanced players. Players may also unwind and decorate their homes with trophies from their victories. Grip is a racing game that employs gravity-defying physics and unique weaponry to create an unforgettable racing experience. Players can go through walls, ceilings, and other objects, doing incredible maneuvers and stunning stunts. Players may traverse 29 tracks over 4 worlds while using 9 power-ups and weaponry. They may participate in offline, split-screen, and online multiplayer modes, face opponents in single or team-based battles, and test their abilities against the clock in 19 point-to-point parkour races. Sophstar is a vertical arcade shoot-'em-up, inspired by 90s games featuring 6 game modes, 9 ships with various weapons, sub-weapons, and teleports, plenty of unlockable features, 6 difficulty levels, and many endings dependent on player abilities. Smooth controls with focus movement for pixel-perfect movement, easy score systems, and a genuine arcade feel distinguish the game. Sophstar also includes modes such as Score Attack, Timed Challenge, Endless Mode, and Ultimate Challenge, which provide hours of gaming and more material. OBAKEIDORO is an entertaining game in which humans must work together to escape a monster in just 3 minutes. Players can participate in online or offline games with up to 4 others. The game provides an asymmetric action experience in which 3 humans confront a single monster. Players can participate in complex tactics or keep things light and entertaining. Humans can utilize their lantern attack to fight back against the monster, whilst monsters must perfect abilities such as glide and track to trap humans. Towaga Among Shadows is an action-packed game that puts your skills and resolve to the test as you scale holy monuments. To defeat Metnal, the Voidmonger, and his Legion of Darkness, you must use the power of light to battle furious creatures, discover destructive spells, and unlock new costumes. With over 60 levels and 4 game modes, you'll discover the Azkalar's fascinating past. Immerse yourself in a rich, enchanting world featuring breathtaking graphics and dramatic imagery. Compete with friends to reach the scoreboard and show off your bravery by completing various accomplishments. Heidelberg 1693 is a 2D action platformer set in 17th century Germany, in which players take on the role of musketeers serving under French King Louis XIV. The musket, as the musketeer's weapon, offers a tactical combat aspect, requiring precise use because to its significant reset time. In addition, the game presents a tragic narrative with genuine locales and historical personalities, with numerous pathways and endings. The animation is stunning, with sprites and sequences inspired by silent-era cinema. A pandemic unleashed by humans resulted in the emergence of mutants, a terrible new race. Dr. Hartmut Grisgram turns on his cursed human factory to construct the prototype SturmFront military. Players take on the role of Siegfried von Hammerstein, a one-of-a-kind semi-organic fighting force tasked with annihilating mutants. The game involves burning with a flamethrower, looking for buried souls to discover the roots of the mutant conflict, and defeating huge adversaries. The game incorporates features of bullet hell and provides a traditional arcade gaming experience. OmegaBot is an exciting side-scrolling action game in which players control OmegaBot and navigate a barren landscape packed with dangerous machinery while avoiding metallic dangers. The game requires players to gather strong weapons while avoiding dangerous traps and obstacles. Players can traverse metallic woods, futuristic cities, and other different settings, learning hidden mysteries and perhaps meeting new friends in their quest to overcome the malignant curse. Key elements include fast-paced, strategic combat tactics, powerful bosses with changeable armament and abilities. Scarecrow Stitchy is on a journey to save his crops and beat Tooki the Wooden Thief. He must go across many realms, including piranha-infested jungles, gloomy cathedrals, and icy minecart journeys. Each planet has 9 stages, a boss encounter, and a hidden level for intrepid travelers. Featuring gorgeous fairy tale artwork, smart foes, and user-friendly controls, Stitchy is designed for simple accessibility and pleasure on the move. This platforming adventure is appropriate for all ages and promises to be a memorable experience. Fading Afternoon is a suspenseful game in which Seiji Maruyama, an experienced Yakuza, must traverse the complexity of loyalty, atonement, and the decisions that will mold his destiny. The game has several endings, complicated beat-em-up action, intriguing mini-games, an exciting metropolis to explore, character development, and dynamic relationships. Players must choose whether to seek atonement, return to crime, or create a new identity. The combat system rewards skill and strategy, letting players to tailor their approach to foes and the surroundings. Minami Lane is a pleasant and soothing slice-of-life simulator in which you may create and manage a comfortable Japanese street. It's ideal for relaxing because to its charming art style and peaceful soundtrack. It's really wonderful to see the little businesses and cafes come to life, complete with charming characters. There is a moderate growth mechanism that allows you to personalize and grow at your own speed. It's a pleasant retreat, much like a nice cup of tea on a wet day. If you enjoy relaxing city-building adventures, this one is a hidden treasure. Dive into the mesmerizing 2D universe, which includes rich pixel art, many monster encounters, difficult stages, and power-ups. Explore 10 stages with animated backdrops, select from a range of character classes, play arcade mode, use numerous weapons and perks, unleash extraordinary special powers, and face a variety of foes and dramatic boss battles. Awaken your inner warrior with a variety of weapons, unique abilities, and the help of supernatural creatures. The game provides a totally immersive experience with its several difficulty levels. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome!
In the face.